It is America's birthday, the greatest country on earth. Proud to be an American.
Yep.
It's great. Did you guys know they fought for 8 long years to gain our independence from Great Britain?
Yeah, long time.
That's a long time. And learning some of what those guys had to go through, I mean, talk about real men. I couldn't do it. It is the 4th of July, and we are going to be heading out tomorrow, July 5th. So we've got a lot done today, and I am pretty tired, but we have some fireworks to see tonight. We have some updates. Let's talk about it. The front bumper that I did not lie to you guys about. I could have lied to you guys about it and said I fixed it, but no, got to repaint it. It looks perfect, right?
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, it looks great. Oh, look at that. Howdy. How you doing? What else? Because we had some mishaps here, right? And, ooh, look at that. That is going to need some... Oh, man, that is disintegrating. Look at that. I didn't even... Ooh. Okay. I think I have an actual version of this somewhere. Replaced this guy, and lessons were learned here. So if you missed it, when we were unhooking, I only got like one side. I don't know why I was taking it for granted for a while that Emma would do one side, I'd do the other. And like when I lift up, I don't generally walk over, so one side was completely unhooked, but not the pigtail and not the chains on the other side. And I think that's what it was, is that you got the other bar, if I'm not mistaken. I think you got that bar, I got this bar.
I think, yeah, I got the bar.
So
and then you asked me to do something else since I walked away.
I'm sure it was something like that. We get easily, squirrel. So anyways, that pigtail got pulled that way. The legs kind of got scooted forward. Those were sort of bent, but they went up and back down, no problem. So we had a problem actually. I think it was a scamp. I had to bang those suckers back in, didn't I?
Yeah.
So that was my fault, but the pigtail didn't die on that one. So, but anywho, this is the second pigtail end. The first one actually had copper that was like sticking out in some parts. That was kind of a pain in the butt. Whatever, swap that. This is the Kurt version, and this is much higher quality. The funny thing, and I knew it was wrong when I was doing it the first time, the diagram when you're looking at it, it'll say, you know, this is blue, red, green, brown, black, white, right? And then yellow is right in the center typically. And you go, okay, yeah, no problem. Like I'll wire it up so that it looks exactly like that, right? And of course we go ahead and we do that. It was wired perfectly. So this was exactly what it should have been looking at it like this. And of course nothing works. I was thinking before we picked up our truck, I was like, you know, I bet you it's like mirrored or something like that. Cause the cables were kind of twisted. I was like twisting them and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But there's multiple ways to wire these, which is why there's websites studying. And I should have made a video. I really should have made it a video, but live and learn. And so I'm looking here, and sure enough, you can actually see, okay, so lights, left, right signal, and then 4 ways, obviously. Reverse lamps, there's a charge, there's positive and negative. Then I realized, okay, I actually did do it backwards, basically making them opposite of what you'd think. That's kind of it's a little bit of a task. It's a little bit, but one thing I did learn from another video is you don't have to like stick the cables in there because the wires, it's kind of thick wire it. And then you have to pinch it down, which I don't trust that at all. I just crimped rings on the end. So it's just like little ring terminals. Crimped, 7 of those? Mm-hmm. All good. And then you just screw those in. So hopefully this lasts. It looks like it does. I mean, it works. So yeah. there's that. But a good reminder to always do a walk around. We've got our water filled up. We've disconnected everything. We're missing a cap for that. So the yellow extension cable cord, went ahead and actually hardwired that in, and that was no problem, no extra heat, no whatever. That plastic, just real cheap, that they're using on that plug. And so well under 15 amps that they're rated for, no, not great. So went ahead and hardwired it though, just snipped the end off. So we didn't actually have to buy another cable after all, and just hardwired it, put some ring terminals, good solid copper ones on there, and then ran it all overnight, charged us up, no problem. The stock battery in the bus working perfectly. Now it's plugged in and we're actually running another air conditioner off of it. So both of my sister's rooms are fully off grid. And so they're each pulling less than 550 watts. The Xbox though can take a little more. They're plenty thick gauge wire. So it should have no problem pulling at least 15 amps, but they're pulling well under that. So
Right.
I feel good about that. That's pretty cool. So we put the solar panels in the front and got the battery in my mom's room. So that all powers does not last very, it's like 4 hours of air conditioning use, but she can at least run like USB items and AC while there's good, you know, those types of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice thing. So that's kind of the updates. Tomorrow we take off. I should do some updates on some of the products that we have, like the aux blocks. I love them. And yeah, those will be going with us. We'll be taking our cable with us. We brought the Cricut with us. That's just kind of
bring the Cricut, yep.
fun thing.
And our little Polaroid printer.
Lots of little not little, but big projects, some of them done here. We've been working on a lot behind the scenes stuff you haven't even seen. Yeah, otherwise we're good to go. We need to head out and watch some fireworks in a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna go hang out a little bit, do a little people watching, a little sightseeing, have a nice good old American classic for dinner. And
yeah, we did think about going to the Strip. That I think the Strip, just driving around there, is going to be insane. It's already going to be bad enough, right? 4th of July.
Yeah, I think finding parking is going to be a big challenge.
But we can go downtown.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, I thought this was funny. They washed our truck, which was really cool of them. They washed the whole truck, which was awesome. And it looked spotless. And then sure enough, it starts pouring yesterday. That's what monsoon season's all about.
Yeah.
So it's no longer as pristine as it was.
Well, that's fine.
Is
It's
what
better
it
than
is.
it was.
Yeah. This is absolutely the most annoying part about owning a diesel pickup. 100%. Unless you have a pre-DEF one, a little jelly. This stuff gets everywhere and it kind of stains it. Topped up on fuel and wait for that gauge to go up. We're topped up for our trip. That's nice. So, you know, I will say, this is the first time that we've been preparing to leave for, you know, a longer road trip and, you know, gathering all of our stuff. It's nice because all of the power we could ever want, completely off-grid, using Lenny's power,
Right.
which is freaking awesome, especially with the battery working now. And so we had power, you know, all night last night. And then water, all we could use, and you know, it's only $15 a month, so there we go, right? And then like the black tank, you only have to dump it once a month, I think so far. We dumped it twice.
I think it's like once every like 3 weeks or so we go dump the black tank.
So, yeah, maybe every 2. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
But like the gray water, you know, you could just, we've actually been just watering the plants with it, and it's been just fine. You know, it all just dries up out here. It doesn't really, you have no idea.
Right.
And then there's a slight bit of smell, obviously at first because it's gray water, but like it goes away fast. You have no idea. I'm actually impressed.
Well, and we use all biodegradable soaps and everything like that, so it's not like we're harming anything.
But yeah, with our 2 homes, you know, between the bus and we got a lot of stuff in there, a surprising amount of stuff, and it's become storage really, and still being able to use that, which is awesome. Love that for all the power. I don't know. I feel like we've really gotten comfortable.
We have gotten comfortable.
So, anywho. All that to say, I'm glad we're going, but I think this is a very nice area. I love this area.
We just like Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, Vegas is just great.
The one thing I will not miss is the double-horned thorns.
Yeah.
The goat thorns or whatever that popped through my shoe, and I had to pull them out on a regular basis. They're poking my foot.
And so I told you guys I gave my sister the green bike, the King Bowl Light Rider. And she's loving it. So I had, the day that I gave it to her, I had a flat tire, so I swapped it and gave it to her. And then she's had 2 flats now since, and that was only a couple days back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those thorns are sharp.
Yeah.
And they puncture. Yeah.
Also, if you guys are wondering about Samantha, should have shown her before we left. I got thrown off. Samantha is doing really, so she's still, you can tell she's not quite there. She's feeling it. She's been loving the attention.
Oh yeah.
But we have her leg all bandaged up, you know, so that can't scratch her side.
Yeah.
Little sock on it too, and yeah, I mean it's looking like you know, like she had surgery, but today she has a lot more energy.
Yeah.
I know she wanted to play with the ball.
She's been wanting to get up and walk around a little bit more today, play a little bit more today.
Yeah.
She has not been itching it as much, though. You can definitely tell that she's irritated around the incision area a little bit by trying to scratch. So we're really, and like lick. So we're really trying to just keep her like pay close attention as we can and like keep her from scratching and licking.
We had to stop by In-N-Out. I don't know the next time we're going to see an In-N-Out is, so might as well take advantage while we're here. And burgers on the 4th of July. Why not, right?
American classic.
Oh man, that Peterbilt is sweet. Oh, what a beauty. Alrighty, every time we come to Fremont, I like to park here. This is a little Airstream tiny house deal right out here. I love it here because there's always somebody to watch our rig, in theory, you know, the people around. And who doesn't love seeing little tiny homes?
And they have little cameras right here, so worst case.
I wish we could stay in here, but it looks like there's a school bus in there. School's out, it says. Oh, I love that. And of course the Airstreams. But I will say one thing that I've become a bit spoiled by, I think both of us. Detaching the truck has been nice.
Yeah.
Just being able to like
drive around. Yeah,
wherever we want to go. I don't know. I love it. And it is built for the trailer. I mean, that solar is just, we're not getting any solar if it's detached, but we don't really need as much solar if we're detached.
Right.
Unless we're running the AC. Well, right now we're not. We're gonna spend one more night in the house actually, so that we leave with a full battery. It's been nice hooking up to Lenny and seeing Lenny again. We're gonna do a complete gut, but not in this. It's 102 right now, and this feels cool now.
Comparatively, yeah.
Isn't this great?
Like, you definitely get used to the heat, I feel like.
Yeah, we have adapted a lot. And you adapted pretty quickly, although, like you mentioned the other day.
I was in Texas, and like, that hits you like a brick wall, that humidity, that hot and humid. Ooh, yeah. When we go back to Michigan, though, we're going to be back in the hot plus humid.
Well, yeah, that was pretty bad.
Not this hot, but
yeah,
90 but humid feels a lot
90s.
hotter than.
Yeah, I don't see humidity. I hate humidity. I get why they want their privacy, but I want to see your cute tiny homes. Show me your ways. The metal roofs, I guess it doesn't really matter if you have good insulation, right? Especially spray foam insulation.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of these don't actually have spray foam. I know the earliest of these Cypress tiny homes, or what were they called?
Tumbleweed.
Tumbleweed tiny homes did not. Oh, he has a little window unit. They did not have spray foam.
Maybe that's a she. You said he.
Oh,
maybe
you're
it's
right.
a she.
You're right. But it would be cool to build a little tiny house. We do not have the skills.
We can learn the skills.
Yeah, I do think though, having a place to do it also changes things.
Yeah.
And the patience and the budget, you know, and the right tools.
Yeah, we have some other projects we need to take care of first.
I love this shoe. How fun is that? We need that. That's one of the biggest disco balls I've ever seen. What a beauty. Overalls are making a comeback. Oh, I love it. Love it. I don't think we've been here when it's been so busy yet.
No.
This is pretty, I mean, there's free space right here, but otherwise, people are ready to party. Great day. Oh, love it. That's crazy. That one's crazy. Look at that. Talking a bit ago about how we'd never go to concerts anymore, and they're a lot of fun. And not only can you get one free concert here, you get 3 different free concerts here. It's all great music, especially if you're into Shania Twain. Yep, it's like daylight out here. So, oh, that's bright. Like daylight. And oh man, they are ready out here today. And they don't mess around with DUIs either. They've got patrols and they're out in full force. But I will say they are very well stocked with law enforcement out here. They don't. Yeah, they definitely don't mess around. Is it not more magical when everything's all lit up at night?
Yes, including the cop cars.
Yeah. Here to add to the party. Red, white, and blue, baby. Woo! One of my favorite signs there. Just barely the tops of the fireworks over here. That's a strip that way. And we're expecting, we're gonna hang out over here if our spot's still available. We're expecting fireworks from this direction as well.
At 9:15, I think those would start.
And it is currently 9:03, so.
Yeah, the Caesars ones went off at 9, and these ones are supposed to go off at 9:15.
Yeah. Yeah, we can see the Fremont Street Experience light over there. And if we poke out, yeah. Oh, you can't see it very well, but it is one of those people courier trike things. And in the back of it says "Let's Party." It's got it all lit up with all the different lights. That is absolutely the life I'm trying to live. Oh man, that's
I
awesome.
wonder how much money you make in a day doing that.
I have no idea. It's gotta be more than DoorDash though. This just started up and scared the hell out of me. Oh. Kind of fun.
Very fun.
Yeah, so.
I can't wait till we're gonna see where we go next year for the 4th of July.
You know, and I feel bad for Sam because Sam is at home with my family, and she does not dig this. She's like in the bathtub apparently. She just thinks that's a nice place to hide out. Last year, she was in the laundry basket.
Under our bed, yeah.
So, poor girl. But yeah, we really should be like leaving the cities.
Yeah, next year we'll just have to tranquilize her or something.
Well, Benadryl seems to help. Go figure. It actually didn't when she was younger, but I think she's metabolizing a little slower now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anywho, I don't know if it was too exciting for you guys, but yeah, I like it.
It was fun.
It was fun. Anyways, so tomorrow, big day. We're heading out early.
Early-ish, yeah.
Oh, I get up earlier than some other
Joel
people.
and I have different definitions of early.
Yeah, my early is like 6 a.m.
Mine's like 8:30, 9.
Yeah, but I'm also, you can stay up all night. I cannot.
Yeah,
I'm in bed like 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been waking up pretty consistently like 7:30 though.
She set an alarm. She goes, that's the latest I'm sleeping.
Trying to, for you, you're welcome.
Yep. Anywho, we will see you guys tomorrow. Big adventures to come. And happy birthday, America.